So here I made a concept video based upon a question. Example 1. The term systematics refers to. So generally I see students confusing the terms systematics and the second word is taxonomy. Students generally has great confusion, but when I read it many times also I had also confusion. That means this is genuine. So here the term systematics refers to, as the name says, a systematic arrangement of taxa. So whatever is classified, I am keeping them in an order. My point is the term systematics comes into operation after an organism is classified, whereas how we classified organism is taxonomy. Systematics follows taxonomy is my point. They are not synonyms to confuse. Here the answer is diversity of kinds of organisms and their relationships. Please remember, whenever we come across the word diversification of organisms and their relationships, we directly mean systematics. So I just want to take this slide a chance to say you the differences between taxonomy and systematics. If you see here, what is the definition of taxonomy? Taxonomy is the discipline of classifying. So how we classify is taxonomy into taxa by arranging them in a highly ordered manner. For instance, the classification of Homo sapiens is taxonomy. Name, nomenclature, describe, characterization, arrange and identify, identification, a certain species. So I identify an organism, I describe the organism and I give a name to the organism scientifically and then classify. So the nomenclature, identification and characterization are the steps of taxonomy. And we don't consider evolutionary history of species is not studied. For instance, you read the classification of human species, right from the animal kingdom to that it belongs to class Mammalia, Vertebrata, Primata, all this still it is genus Homo and the species Sapiens. Did I compare this with anything else in the entire classification? No, we were speaking only about humans in the entire hierarchy. So I don't consider evolutionary history when it comes to species being described. Environmental conditions are indirectly related. So when I am bringing them under a hierarchy, definitely how they attain those characters I understand. But I am not reading completely the habitat here. My concentration is on organism only. And subject to change with time, because I am not considering the evolution. If the Homo sapiens happens to evolve something else, then I may have to change the hierarchy again for that new species. Now when it comes to systematics is a broad field of biology. That means I am not going to confine to a one organism, its hierarchy, its taxonomy here. We understand diversification of species. For instance, if I understand for monkeys are also classified under a hierarchy. Humans are also classified under a hierarchy. For me, they are two different taxonomical hierarchy because I am understanding only the organisms. But when it comes to systematics, I see both of them together in a bird view to understand that if they share genetically these many characters in common, That means they evolved from a common ancestor. So what am I doing? I am understanding evolutionary history, so I am giving a calibration, provide a layout for all those taxonomic functions. This is human species is taxonomy. This is how human species evolved from related organisms and from apes is systematics. You understand? Environmental conditions are directly related for the analysis. If monkeys and humans share these many common characters, then the habitat has influenced both the species outcome in a similar way. Am I not considering the influence of the habitat in the analysis directly, which was understood indirectly in case of taxonomy and does not change with time? Monkeys and apes and human species are related. Does this truth of evolution can change the test of time? No. So this is systematics. Understanding the evolutionary background in a bird view connecting many taxa is systematics. Am I clear?